Hello everyone, welcome to Tech for Tech Talk. This is a live show where we help your IT business grow. Today we've got Scott Franklin on the show from Target. He'll introduce himself in a few seconds, but before we go any further, sorry for that
bang. Drop the mic, literally.
Yeah, Jen's just dropped the mic, so sorry about the big bang there to everyone listening. But if you can hear and see us and you're not watching the football, please obviously comment so, well, obviously we know that we're not talking to ourselves. So my name's Phil Griffiths. This is...
And I'm Jenny, and we're your hosts this evening.
There we go. Well, it looks like we do have someone commenting, Jen, so...
Yeah, it looks like... Well, hello, user. How are you tonight?
Yeah, interesting name there. So I'm not sure what YouTube's doing there, but we've also got Chippy1 saying loud and clear. So at least we've got two people watching anyway. Yeah. So that's good at least. Right, Scott, if you want to do a quick introduction of yourself, just basically say who you are, where you work at, and what sort of position you've got. And then we'll go on to the news and then have a good proper talk while we're waiting for everyone else logging in.
Okay, well, good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. My name's Scott. I am the Marketing and Communications Manager at Target. So a large part of what I do is speaking to our customers via, one-to-one or via events that we do and take part in.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Scott. It looks like we do have a couple more people watching as well. Jen, if you want to
we have Ian Chippy1 saying we're loud and clear. Carl Mitten says, hi there. Andy, back to the office. Audio all good. And evening. And we've got Dan the man saying good evening. And I'm going to presume that's Dan at Target. So
if not, you've probably embarrassed him now. Yeah. So, but there's a Dan watching anyway, so we'll soon find out if that is him or not. So, right, before we go any further, let's go over the news. Basically, we'll just go over the basics of TechMAX, all the people who have signed up and so forth, and bits and bobs. Obviously, Scott's going to go a bit more in depth from his side of things in a few minutes. And obviously, if you've got any questions for him, if you want to confuse him, make it a difficult question, anything along that line, we welcome it. He probably won't, but we welcome it. So more difficult than that.
I have all the faith in the world in Scott that he'll be able to answer anything you throw at him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jenny.
I can see we've got Trish Smith as well. Yes, I think she's one of the finalists this year, isn't she?
Is.
So, yes. So
well done there, Trish.
Yeah. So a big shout out to you there. So, right, let me go over to the share screen and it looked like that was Dan at Target as well. So here we go. So, right, Jen, if you want to go through the exhibition list, let's start at the top because we've got Target on here.
Let's start let's start with Target Components, our main headline sponsor this year, for whom we are grateful. And let's roll on down. That's TechPoint Distribution, Valkyrie. They are our evening meal, aren't they?
Yes, meal sponsor.
Yes, and or is it drinks?
The evening meal sponsor.
Okay.
We'll get to sponsors in a few minutes. Stop getting...
Okay. We got Case King UK, Thunder X3, In-Game Gear, APNX, Lee, Fantex, CoLink, Haven, Nitro Concepts, Moser Racing, Strumplify, Ducky, Aerocool, TriX, VIP, Milestones 3D, Be Quiet, Dell Technologies, ADATA, Iyama, Mentor Distribution, Amada by TP-Link, Origin Storage, Ino 3D, C-Sonic, Synaxon, Digitech, Edifier, Subsonic, Volcano, ALM Wholesale, Ugreen, Pixel, Geek for Me, Integral, Kingston, Mobile Centrics, Norton, Lexar, Logix, Marvo, Genius, ADATA, Newline, in aid of the Prince of Wales Hospice, that's our charity, Target PC Build Services, Exclio, Scan, Corsair, Coaxia, EK, Montec, Metaclick, I never can say it.
Metallicon.
Metallicon. Elgato, FSP, Cherry Extrafy, Stormforce Gaming, Blue Storm Desktop Solutions, Minibot PC, Smart, ASRock, Akasa, MSI, Wired to Fire, i3 Connect, Fanatec, CI Distribution, Conair, BenQ, Unitech, Schooltech, Western Digital, Eurosoft, Verbatim, Surefire, Prevo, GoRefurb, Laptops Direct, A-Pacer, Vita, West Coast, TechWare, the Cyber Resilience Center for Northeast Yorkshire, the Humber, CMS Distribution, HKC, Trust ESET, Wenger, Terra, Digi4U, Hisense, Gigabyte.
And there are a few more to add on to that,
There
which
are.
should be announcing in the next few days. Just waiting for paperwork to clear and stuff like that. Just go over the schedule, everyone. If you're not aware, it's on the 3rd of July, 2026. You can get to the venue early if you want. You can get breakfast in the morning from 9 o'clock, but the exhibition doesn't actually start till 10. But you can actually get the breakfast, as I said. Lunch is available as well from 11 till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At 4 o'clock, we'll have a prize draw. So there's going to be quite a few prizes for the daytime part of the event. We've also got the evening part, which is the evening meal. You get a free bottle bar. You get the tech awards as well, which obviously still includes a free bottle bar, which is the most important bit. You've also got a big prize draw. As well as entertainment provided by 777, which is going to be casino based and one or two other little bits and bobs as well. And last orders is roughly 10:30. And again, the evening is the drinks are paid for. Unfortunately, no champagne or bottles. And when I say bottles, I mean bottles of wine. You can have that by the glass.
You can buy that yourself.
The talks informations are all on now. So we've got at 11 a.m., we've got a talk which is new revenue with Newline. So they're going to be talking about their screens and stuff like that. We've got also the rise of autopilot at noon. So that's 12 o'clock. At 1 p.m., we've got the coppers in. So they're basically talking about the free support for tech businesses across the supply chain. So that'd be something handy to get involved with and getting their details, because they'll give you a free website with lots of information you can use. No catch, which is pretty good. You've also got at 2 o'clock, game over, press start on workstations. That talk's going to be by VIP Computers. At 3 o'clock, we've got Power of the Distributors. On the Power of the Distributors at the moment, we've got Origin, Mentor Distribution, VIP Computers, West Coast, as well as Terra/i3i Distribution. That's going to be Neil, who's just joined us this week. And I think Mike Botto as well, the West Coast, has joined since last time we did a show, I think. I can't remember.
He was on there last time.
Maybe. And then, as we mentioned before, at 4 p.m. you've got the competitions and Q&A, and that's the end of the daytime thing. That should go until around about 5 p.m., 5:30, and then everyone takes part in the evening. You don't have to get changed for the evening do. A lot of people ask me this all the time. This isn't going to be a gala or anything like that.
This is not ball gowns and tuxedos.
Yeah.
This is a workman's and workwoman's do.
If you want to come in a tux, fine. Just bear in mind there won't be many people in the talks.
My best advice is just come in something respectable.
That's As we mentioned before, the main sponsors of the event, you've got Target, which is the headline sponsor. We've also got Norton, Kingston, Geek for Me, Newline, Valkyrie, and Origin as well, who are all event sponsors, from everything from digital to food and the awards and so forth. You can see plenty of information on the website. We have a thing on there. You can see each one as the signing up on there as well. We've also got Robot coming this year, so it's the Uniri, I think it's pronounced, or Unitree. It's pronounced, spelt wrong. I'll correct that later. But it's Unitree Go 2 Robo Dog. So if you've not seen that, it's basically a dog which, well,
I know Bond is listening, so I'll just be mild with it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have one if I didn't have him, but being we do, I know what he did to your wallet. Imagine what he would do to that.
Yeah, probably.
So, no.
Yeah, and the event charity, as we mentioned before, is the Prince of Wales Hospice. So there's an option to donate on the website. You can also, again, Scott's probably going to talk a bit more about that in a few minutes, but you'll be able to take part in some sort of prize event, which he'll go into in a few minutes, hopefully. And you can also see some of the influencers who are coming. But there you go. On the website as well, we have added the map onto the website so you can see the layout of the event. So the big hall room has changed a little bit from last year, the way we've laid it out. Similar, but a little bit different. So we could fit a few more in. Target are pretty much slap bang in the middle-ish, just next to reception. So as you come in,
the way we have reception, it should flow better the way we're doing it again. It's going to be, as far as I know, ATM in one aisle and then N to Z on the other, going by company name. So when you check in, if you're with Corsair, you would go to C. But, the vendors won't have to worry about that. They're already sorted out and taken care of. It's just the guys holding the tickets that have to line up.
There we go. So that's pretty much it. It's a bit late to exhibit now because we are fully booked up on the exhibition side of things. Obviously we're not taking any orders for that, but we've already had a few people contact us for 2027 already.
We each have a word we can't say. Mine is that meti, and yours is exhibition.
I think it's different on the day of the week, to be honest with you. So, right, let's go back to the main chat and see if people are still here with us. So, first of all, is Scott still here? Yeah, he's still here.
Yes.
That's
Hi.
thing. So, right, if you want to go through chat, Jen, just make sure we've covered everyone.
So, building an emporium. Hi from Newcastle, Northumberland. That's Ken and his royal family, Prince and Duke. Hello, guys. How are you doing? And technical merit. Hi there. User says, I see Target. I see Target on the group talks at the TechMAX event this year. They're going to take part again? Question mark.
Okay.
This always the part of the day. Okay, so to sum it up, he wants to know if Target are going to take part on the
power
of the distributors.
Yes, power distributors.
Yes.
So well, that's a good way to start you off, Scott. So straight in the deep end.
Well, let's finish up with Justin saying howdy doody and Gadget saying evening all. So there you go. We'll just throw you right on in, Scott.
Okay, good evening. So yes, first of all, we're very, very excited to be headline sponsors again this year. It does mean a lot to us that, it's our chance. Obviously, we used to do the open day, or we've done the open day in the past, but Tech for Techs is growing, TechMAX is growing at a phenomenal rate. I mean, I think there must be, at least 20 more vendors this year, probably more than that. So it's great to see really, really healthy and positive feedback from everybody that attends. So yes, we won't be taking part in the Power of the Distributors this year, only because I'll come to it in a minute. Obviously, we take part every single year. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this year, not in terms of not taking part in it, but we need to talk to our customers face to face. So we're opening it up to absolutely everybody coming to TechMAX. If they would like to, if they come and see us on the Target stand, you'll be more than welcome. We will sit down, have a chat and a coffee with anybody, whether you're a customer, thinking about becoming a customer, a vendor, a competition, whoever. We're just kind of opening it up to everybody. It's been a tough year all round, I think, for a lot of people. So it'll be a chance to get thoughts off chests on because not everybody's particularly, not everybody's always up for asking questions in a sort of open forum. So we're hoping that people will come and have a chat with us about any ideas they have, any feedback that they want at all. So that is an open invitation to everybody to come and join us on stand for that. We are actually doing one of the talks. So the Newline talk So Newline is one of our brands. They produce digital signage, but particularly interactive screens. Relatively new brand to target, but there is such a fantastic opportunity outside of maybe traditional markets like retail for some of our customers that we hope can actually get involved in with schools and businesses in the local area. We know for the indies in particular, but also for some of the onliners, it's been a really hard year. Part of our job as a distributor is to find more things that give you guys more opportunity. So Newline are a well-established brand globally. They're getting well known in the UK, and Sophie is going to be there at 11 o'clock. She's going to be talking to you about Newline and all the different type of business opportunities there may be out there for you. It might just be going to have a look in the right place. That's all. So yes, we are taking part in them, just in a different way this year.
That's it, and there's nothing stopping them next year as well.
No.
So, but that's the whole thing. And say each year we want to make the event slightly different as well. For example, one of the talks what we normally have is the tech roundtable. This year we're giving it a miss because we find that sometimes that things can get repetitive and so forth. So that we give that one a miss. We'll do that next year. We may give power distributors a miss next year and swap around. We may do both. We analyze all the talks we do each year and see which were popular and which weren't. So obviously, if only 5 people go in and want to watch that talk, we know not to do that one again. But generally, the power of the distributor and the round table.
I have gone talks at different places where I was one of 3 people sitting there. Phil was the other one, and he said, "Why are we in here?" And I said, "Well, I thought it was going to be interesting." And I was like, I think we sat there and listened to somebody talk about Azure when it came out, and we were sitting there, one of only 3 people.
That was one of the PCR events, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Well, no, we've talked about it before. The important bit is it's value for the people taking a day out of their own businesses, isn't it? So
that's it.
Any more ideas, anything you can provide is important.
That's it. Right. Okay. So I've got a few questions here for you, Scott. So this should hopefully answer a lot of what people are wanting to say as well. Some people asked me before the show and so forth. So the first one is, why are you sponsoring?
Because, I mean, we've obviously known you guys for a long time, both as customers and as obviously your new roles as influencers and YouTubers. So we obviously have a relationship with you guys, but also tied with you guys is lots and lots of other customers around the country who are not the same, but not dissimilar to you. I mean, obviously we have lots and lots of different types of customers, but a large proportion of them are independent computer shops. The more that TechMAX has grown, the more we have seen larger resellers turning up as well. We've seen larger brands. We've been approached ourselves by some of the manufacturers that we're bringing along with us this year. It didn't come from us asking; they came and asked us. So I think everybody, particularly on here now, should feel very, very proud that these manufacturers, they don't spend money without good reason, typically.
No, they don't. I can tell you
for them to spend the money it takes, the logistical time and their business time to come in, there must be a value in it for them. So use your time at TechMAX to go and talk to them. It's the best thing you can possibly do, because they need you as well. We proved it time and time again. You know, the breadth of customers, the breadth of users within the Tech for Techs group is really important to manufacturers.
Yeah. I'm going to say we've seen quite a few where even vendors and distributors have teamed up at the event. They've met each other for the first time or in person, and actually quite a few deals, especially on the evening, take place as well. We've been told quite a few times.
Over a drink at TechMAX, they met. It was the headline of a couple of guys that I'm in contact with, and they're going to be.
It's a shame we never get any commission of any of these sales.
I know.
But there we go.
I'm waiting for the first TechMAX wedding that they met their partner at TechMAX. That's what I'm waiting on.
That's it.
It could happen. It could happen.
It could happen. There we go. Right. Well, I think you've answered the first 3 questions I had for you. Were in the first question, Scott. So I'm not going to repeat myself. But chat, I know you're watching. I can see you watching. If you've got any questions about Target in general, what they're going to be doing at the show, if there's anything specific they're going to be doing, feel free. You want to talk about the memory crisis? I'm pretty sure Scott will have something he wants to say about that.
That's true, Justin. Bromances are made at TechMAX. True.
There we go. Quite a few are. Okay, so this is a quite straightforward one. Is what's the difference about Target compared to different distributors? What makes you different than the others?
So obviously we believe Target is different from everybody else simply because our history is different to other people's. We've gone from being a very small sort of seller of memory right through to now being the business that we are today with sort of 50 odd brands with us. Fundamentally, we're a determined company. There's we get people talking about it. There's people at Target that have been there for 6 months that have just totally adopted the culture there. We're there to help our customers to be successful because, like we always say, we're only successful if our customers are. So, but then you get people that have been there. I think we've got people there that have been there for 25 years now. That if you cut them in half, they'd be Target all the way through. But it all comes down to it's the culture, it's the facts, and that comes through into like on Friday this week we'll be celebrating EO Day, so Employee Ownership Day, because Target's employee owned. It's really important. Every single person at Target has a vested interest as to how well we do, but more importantly than that, how we're seen as well. There is a base standard that absolutely everybody at Target adheres to in terms of dealing with customers, dealing with any of our vendors, any partners of any type at all. So that's what I would say is the people.
That sounds pretty good. One question I do have about this, and I get asked this quite often actually, is because Target is employee owned, does that mean they're all rich?
No. No. You'll notice this is not a big room. Yeah, I'll let you know when I've got the island. In fact, you'll know because I wouldn't be here.
I suppose that employee ownership protects you getting bought out as well.
There's partly that. So the employee ownership is held in a trust so that Target employees as a whole own 75% of Target. It's but that only becomes kind of real if we sell or we want to do something major. But the Target staff as a whole have votes as a board of within the board of directors.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Do you want to get?
So it sounds like to me, if all the employees want to go to TechMAX and sponsor us again next year, that means that they all have to do it because the employees own it.
No, I don't think it exactly works like that, but...
I would love to say that's how it worked, unfortunately.
Oh, well, worth a shot. Let's go to chat. Technical Merit says, hi, Scott. Are you showing off any new own brands products like Prevo? I look forward to picking up some fresh POS from a shop. I'll let you take that one.
Yes, we have new products from Prevo. Oh, sorry. We don't have any new products from Prevo. We've got some that we have had in for a while that will be on show for the first time. There's a whole new range of Marvo gaming gear, which I think is properly stepping up the gaming range, definitely. Really nice new ranges of mechanical keyboards, properly good brown and blue switches. We also have we've got a whole new range from piXL, so this is kind of our big one coming into the dreaded Christmas period. We have a new gaming range of monitors from piXL called the X series. These won't even be landing for at least another month and a half, I think. we've advanced some units over, especially to show them at TechMAX. So the category manager has been working very, very hard with piXL on getting the most popular features, resolution, speeds into some really, really affordable but really nicely built gaming monitors. So there's 24s, 27s, and a 32 as well.
Nice one.
Sounds pretty good.
Tricia says indie customers have always been the backbone of Target, and I'm sure I can say for the rest of the sales team, it's an honor to sponsor and be able to give something back to those customers. And she seals it with a kiss there.
There we go.
I'll let you.
And she does mean that as well.
She's trying to bribe us, I reckon, with that kiss. And there we go.
And Dan says, can highly vouch for the new Marvo range. Well, Dan, if you say it, it must be true.
There we go. I don't know. Right, okay, so let's have a look. So I think you covered about what's different. Let's have a look. So is there any, or has there been any changes over at Target HQ over the last year or two, especially since you've had a new, I'm guessing his class is your managing director, Martin,
Yep.
came in. What's changed?
I don't know. Nothing fundamentally has changed. Obviously, the market is very different at the moment. It's been, you know, I think I'd probably speak for any disty at the moment, and it is, and reseller, that obviously memory and SSD shortages, an absolute nightmare. But there have been some very, very fast decision making being done by our purchasing department. They've been really, really spectacular in it. Graphics cards, obviously, similar sort of story there as well. Again, I can't say enough good things about our purchasing department, really. They've done an excellent job in making sure that, okay, the prices are steep, but there has at least been an option there for everybody. And we've done our absolute best to make sure that we've not run out when people have needed stuff. You will see the occasional lines, but hopefully you'll always see something coming back, you know, of a similar spec as well, if we can't get the exact same in again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a different kettle of fish. Obviously, it impacts on sales of other components as well. It's not, you know, it's not to say there aren't opportunities. There are lots of opportunities out there, but they are much more competitive at the minute. Which is why, obviously, particularly for people who are struggling maybe with footfall, I know some of the independents are struggling at the moment with actually getting people coming into shops. We're trying to offer them different options, some new things that they can try out. So Newline comes into that. We really recently launched Verbatim, which is a fantastic retail brand, a massive catalogue of 500 plus products, and Stuart will be there on at TechMAX as well. Really, really nice retail stuff. Coming into season where people are going to be traveling about, it's another option to look at as well. So we're trying our best to try, and it's balancing plates a lot of the time. We've got to make sure we've got what everybody needs, and try not to say no or sorry too often.
I just want to talk a little bit about you and TechMAX. You know, it is next week. If you were to pick one thing that customers, well, our guests should come to your stand to see, the one thing that sticks out, what would it be?
Come to see the Target stand. Just come to see one of the people from Target. We're coming there, and there's going to be a lot of us. It's a small army, but
I know I've done your badges.
Yeah. So come and talk to us. We'll do the rest. We'll show you around. We'll talk to you about what you want to talk about. Show you products that you might be interested in. But yeah, that's the thing to do.
All right.
Nice one. What brands or which brands are coming with you to the actual event itself?
I'm going to have to just check my list here. I did have them memorized, but if I forget one, I'll just get shot. So obviously coming with Target, we have Newline, as we mentioned already. Corey will be there. as Target PC Build Services. He's bringing some of the build team along with him with some PCs to show off some of the custom side that they're doing, and also some of the Logix builds for sort of home, business, and education. He'll be bringing those along as well. And then there's all the custom PCs to go along with that as well. We'll be bringing piXL along, showing off obviously the gaming range, but a few of the other ones that we've done, they'll be really popular this year in terms of the more business grade PC and business grade monitors. We also do, it's a weird one because a lot of people didn't think that it was needed, but we sell loads of them, BNC monitors for CCTV. Still, because it's analog. Yeah, people love those. We've got Kingston Technology coming with us, which is great. They've been a supporter of Targets for as long as I can remember, and they're obviously partnered with Logix as well. We've got ADATA, who are our partner for the Target builds, so they're going to be showing off some PCs and some of their new gaming components. We've got ASRock. They're going to be showing off GPUs, obviously motherboards, Marvo, as we've discussed. Great, fantastic gaming range. You'll struggle to find a bad review of Marvo. Prevo, again, another great retail range we've been very proud of, has done very well, particularly amongst sort of home and business users. Genius, who are one of our longest standing brands.
I was fixing to say you've had that brand a long time, because Phil was doing call outs when we first got together, and I remember him carrying Genius keyboards to his customers.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, they're fantastic quality. I mean, the prices are probably undervalue them a little bit, but they're great. But they've just launched some new speakers, which we think are way better than they should be for the price. I don't even know how they've managed to do these. They're really nice wooden speakers, not gaming focused at all.
No.
And I think we've also got some new products that are either brand new in and on the way as well. We then have Logix, and we're also bringing along the Prince of Wales Hospice, who are, I know they are the event charity. They're also our nominated charity of the year. They just do amazing work. The enthusiasm that they've generated at Target for doing stuff outside of our normal working day, or finding ways of incorporating our working day into fundraising, is amazing. They're very valuable in the area as well, I think, to not just patients but families. So we will be having a raffle with them on the day, and I think the prize fund at the moment is around about £2,500. So somebody's going to win £2,500 worth of stuff.
Nice.
That's pretty good. And Scott will be sending that stuff over at some point, and we'll send an email out with a bit more detail a little bit closer. I'll say a little bit closer. I keep saying that it's next week.
Yes.
I keep forgetting it's next week. It's gone pretty quick.
I don't forget because I can't sleep. I go to sleep at night and something hits my head. Oh no, I forgot to do this for TechMAX. And I'm like, oh, come on, 7 o'clock, roll around so I can get up and do it. And then I'm like, I don't want to do this.
We've got a weekend between now and then, don't worry.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be using it.
Yeah. That'll be work non-stop the weekend, so we'll be setting the venue up near enough all through from Monday all through to the Friday, aren't we?
Justin Hayes says, do you do sewing machines?
When I first read that,
I think that's over there.
Yeah. I get you.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
That's where I darn my socks.
I am.
Because I haven't got my glasses on. When I first read that, I thought it said server machines, and then I was like, no, that's sewing machines. But
anybody that knows me knows I shouldn't be put anywhere near a server, really.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty funny. So I think that covers most of the
text in the way of me seeing what's followed up there.
It's down there.
Oh, a charity partner is important. Love it. Yeah, and about the charity as a whole, a hospice, like you said, it's not about the patients. I mean, yeah, they do well with patients, but it's the the care with the families that a hospice is important with. They give you emotional support when you're going through some of the most tragic moments of your life, and they're there for you for that. So,
It is. It's tough when you see. I mean, the hospice came and presented to us one day at our kickoff event in January, and I mean, I I don't know how I held it together. Really, it is. It's so. It's not the fact it's the people being ill. It's just how much sincere work goes into trying to help them. It's amazing.
Yeah,
And I should also point out as well that piXL donates profits every year this year to the Prince of Wales Hospice as well. So
nice.
every sale, a portion of it does go to them.
So you guys that are coming to the show, dig deep for the Prince of Wales Hospice. It's a really big cause.
Talking about digging deep, for people to take part in the raffle, do you accept cards or cash, or how do you?
I think the preference would be card, but we will have the means to have cash on the day as well.
Bear in mind, anyone who is attending the venue, that the venue itself is card only, like most venues these days, for safety reasons and stuff, rather than cash. It's all card and ease, to be honest with you. Bear in mind, it's free to get in and so forth, but if you are wanting like lunch or drinks or anything like that throughout the daytime, you will need to go to either the bar or the cafe where you can purchase stuff. And the price is pretty reasonably priced, to be honest, the cafe and stuff. It's not like a lot of venues where they'll charge you 25 quid for a cup of fries or whatever and so forth.
No, they are not a rip-off place. I've got to say, I half expected them to be like other places that I've seen, and you pay, I don't know, 10 quid for a small portion of fries about the size of your hand, but they're not like that. They're very good with their pricing.
Yeah, I'm going to say for a tenner or less, you'll be able to get yourself like a burger and a side and a drink as well, sort of thing, for around about 10 quid or whatever. But obviously, it depends on what you order.
Well, they have kids coming in, you see, all during the summer, so they have to have reasonable prices, or the parents are not going to let them come back. Yeah,
because anyone who hasn't been, the place is basically a big, massive living museum.
It's a living steel museum. It's in an old steel factory, and I keep meaning to go around it and have a look, at the museum part. We keep saying we're going to do it, and we haven't yet.
We never do. We're always that busy trying to get the rest of everything done, but it's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to have like lots of different areas, a fire and a water area. You've got mechanical diggers you can use and all sorts, and vortex flames going around and all sorts. But one of the days.
Chat, Alan Edwards says, I just dropped in. Bring back the gloss boxes on the piXL boxes. Oh, I didn't know they were gotten rid of.
I could explain this. There is reasoning. So, hi, Alan. Yes, the reason why we have gone with, and now it's not matte, it's actually more kind of a satin finish on the boxes, is for retail purposes. If it's matte or not gloss, if it's in a window, you can see it a lot better.
Oh.
So, and it means...
I was going to say the glow on it.
So you don't get two reflections on it. So if it's in a shop window, it's much more visible. It also tends to look better for longer as well.
Will it recycle better?
Sorry?
Will it recycle better not having the gloss on it?
Oh, yes, because we use soy ink as well.
Yeah. That sounds better as well.
Yes. So I appreciate, I mean, a few other people have mentioned the non-gloss boxes. Totally understand the reasons, but it was due to customer feedback was why they were changed in the first place. Actually,
that's it. We've had that for the event. You have customer feedback. Everyone wants to do something a different way, and you do it a different way, and then you get a load of people saying, "No, I prefer it the other way." It's how things go into it. So
he says they don't put them in the window and they don't stick around long enough to fade. Well,
I can't really argue with that, can I, Alan? carry.
Have you ever tried maybe taking some sort of a waxy substance and putting on there and shining them up or anything like
Get
that?
some car wax on it. Yeah.
I don't mean car wax. I mean like just some sort of, I don't know, just in something like you would shine furniture with. Or,
Probably a bit too much of a job to just
well, I mean, if you wanted to shine that badly, I mean, I'd figure out a way.
Yeah. You can't win them all. So, but yeah, definitely. So, right.
He says it's LNC, by the way. Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Alan. So spray varnish will do it. So yeah, wow. We're not going to recommend you do all these different things, because if you end up ruining the boxes in the process or making them more flammable, that's not a good idea. So right, let's move on then. So right, this is more of a in general thing with Exertis closing and Spire becoming part of West Coast. Has that changed the way customers are looking at yourselves or distribution in general?
I think you're in the middle of a few different things going on at the moment. So obviously, my heart goes out to everybody at Exertis, particularly who've lost their jobs. And, I know a lot of them have found jobs within the industry since, or are currently looking, or found other things. But yeah, I mean, obviously, West Coast and Exertis, there's a reason they're big, and it's because they're very good at what they do. But at the same time, people are looking more and more at choice. Typically what we find, as soon as you get shortages in the market, you will firstly get people shopping around a lot more because prices are going up. So effectively for resellers, the more choice there is in the market, the better for them. But you also there's an awful lot of end users who will try to get trade accounts as well. So we have to be very, very careful that we're not accident. They might be willing to buy a graphics card for £2,000, but as somebody who's not an actual in the IT trade, it's not really fair if we were to do that. So we have to be very, very careful about it. In terms of how the market is at the moment, I mean, obviously there was eBuyer as well, which has shaken up the kind of the e-tail side of things a bit more. I mean, the high street's probably tougher than it's been for a long, long time at the moment as well. There's this kind of storm of lots and lots of things happening at the same time. What our job as Target to do in this time is to reassure our customers and do whatever we can to help them along and navigate through it, I think, is the best we can do. That's why obviously we want to speak to people whilst we're at TechMAX. Tell us what do you need help with, what the sort of things, are you looking for new opportunities to do stuff? I know there's people closing resale shops in favor of doing stuff remotely, or doing repairs and things. Well, do you need to do that? We're here to listen to you.
Okay, sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Karen.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Right, chat. If there is any more questions you've got, obviously feel free to ask them. We've got, just over 10 minutes left for the show. So if you've got any difficult questions for Scott, you want to know anything about TechMAX, you probably know everything about TechMAX because we've gone through it already, but God knows how many times. Just don't ask us to list every single exhibitor again, because we'll be here all night. You can find that on the website.
I will say, if any of my vendors and distributors are listening out there, and I'm sure you are, because I had one admit that he listens and lurks. If you have any outstanding bills, now's the time to pay them, because, well, you don't want to show up on the day and have to have a scene. So pay your bills.
There we go. Right, what's Dean saying?
Evening all. So, Scott, can you tell me why we are getting so much shop retail stock damaged in transit? Every delivery now we have damages, and as they are on display, it looks very poor, really badly damaged, and customer care team do sort very quickly for us. That's just jumped. Prevo, we stock pretty much everything, and they get battered. Last delivery was in a massive box, and it looked like our stock had
been tipped in.
Yeah, tipped in. So to the point of the drop off, we are selling less volume, but taking the same money as last year as things cost more now. It's not a good. It's not good for disties with volume for manufacturers, but for us, it's the same money for less work.
That was two separate people, two separate questions. But
Yeah.
Dean's basically saying what's going off with boxes, they're getting damaged, basically.
So, well, firstly, Dean, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, we take that stuff very, very seriously. Yeah, it's really annoying when we hear about stuff arriving damaged. As it, you know, it's worse for you guys, obviously, but we don't like to hear about it at all. The only thing I can say is I'll speak to our customer services team, see what we can find out. If you could give them a call, and if you give as much detail as possible as to what's happened, if you've got any photos or anything. If it's something we've done at our end or not done at our end, we will rectify that straight away. If it's something that any of our logistics partners are responsible for, we will take it up with them as well.
I suppose it's quite.
I'm just sorry it happened.
It's quite hard balancing that really, because you've got to not put too much packaging in because it increases your delivery costs and your packing costs, which means then you've got to pass the costs on, and then you've got the environmental side. You've got to watch what you pack things with and recycling, haven't you, as well? So I suppose it's a balancing act which has to go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, I mean, we do listen to our customers about the packaging. We appreciate, there's a lot of heavy stuff arriving in boxes that if it's not suitably packed, it's going to get damaged. We will always try and do something to sort that out. We've tried lots of different things. The packaging we use for PC builds, for example, now has come out of this kind of feedback. So yes, we will act on this.
Target had at one time, and this, I don't know if you're still doing it because, well, we don't have the shop, but you had a really cool packing system. I thought it was the air bubbles.
Yes.
And it was biodegradable. All you had to do was just put a knife in it, wad it up, and recycle it. And I thought that was really nice. So if you're still doing that, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to what Alan was saying. So selling less volume but taking the same money. So yeah, so Alan's basically saying he's not selling as much, but obviously because the prices are higher, he's basically obviously got the same sort of income coming in. Turning that on to Target, are you finding that the types of stuff you're selling, let's say you're selling more of the peripherals these days than the components? More people, let's say, rather than going out and buying a new motherboard and processor and RAM, are they then sort of going, right, we're going to have a better screen instead with a better keyboard and mouse?
There's a certain amount of that. So yeah, certainly with home users, I mean, don't get me wrong, we are building plenty of PCs, plenty of gaming PCs as well, but they are typically custom at the minute, simply because people, obviously, they have a budget they've decided on, and they are buying to that budget. They know how much things cost at the moment. They're aware of it. You also have the kind of business and education side of things where, unfortunately, they still need PCs that are suitable for what they use them for. They kind of have to just kind of stick with it at the moment. Unfortunately, they have to replace equipment, so unfortunately they are paying more. But what we're seeing with resellers who address kind of businesses and education in particular is if you can go in offering a whole solution, like you say, with monitors and keyboards and mice that go along with it, you can make those rises seem more bearable, I would say. But then again, we appreciate the indies have had a tough time, and not everybody who's got an independent shop is a system builder or a PC builder. We've had a range. We've called it our budget buster PCs, where through magic, I think Corey has managed to design and build, decent sort of entry-level desktop PCs, and I think they're going for £259 each at the moment.
Wow!
he's trying very, very hard, so that he's not scrimped on stuff. A lot of this is supported by manufacturers, so we should shout out to people like Gigabyte and ADATA and Kingston that have put in support for this as well. And there's a few more coming out over the next few weeks that are along the same lines. Might be slightly different spec, but these are off-the-shelf PCs. There's no Windows on them at all, so people can do whatever they want to with them. So yeah, it's just something we've trialed. I mean, we've sold 100 of them so far, but they are very limited, obviously, the amount of support we can get with them.
Just over to chat, Justin says, does Scott think we're back to a market trend where we'll see a peak from September to January?
I think so. I like to think so. I think if people are saving up for PCs and upgrades for Christmas, they're probably starting to think about it now a little bit. Or at least
they're thinking about saving up for 2030, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, I can understand it. But then again, that does offer opportunities with things, the piXL gaming monitors for the same price as, you might get like a 27-inch full HD from a bigger manufacturer. You might get a 32-inch QHD in piXL. So it is there's going to be opportunities. It might not just be for the traditional stuff in the same volumes this year, but people are still going to buy for Christmas.
Okay.
You've still got people that are going to be buying to go back to school, so refurb laptops, all those kinds of things as well. Okay, they're slightly more scarce at the minute, and the prices are going up, but it is worth buying them now to kind of fend that off a little bit.
Andy at Back to the Office is saying, not a question, but more a plea. Target are the one disty, at least to our knowledge, that use DPD pen delivery, which is by far and away the best option for us. So please keep it.
We have no plans not to.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. We do find probably the pin delivery and the ship to shop option are probably quite underused in the services that the DPD offer, and we offer them all on the Target website. It's a much more convenient way of doing things. The pin delivery is much more secure because you actually have to provide the driver with the pin for it. But the ship to shop ones are, if you're not able to be in, or you want more convenient way of picking something up today or in the next 5 days, that's probably the way to go as well.
That's pretty good.
They're also typically the first ones to get it, so you get it quite often where ship to shop, because they're dropping quite a few parcels off at once, they can quite often be, I wouldn't say a priority, but they're probably higher up the list on what gets dropped off first.
We have a question from Alan. Why don't you do a piXL all-in-one PC with hardware in the monitor box for education and business?
So, is this something we have been looking at? I think it is on Corey's radar at the moment in terms of designing a build for it. We will probably do it. We would just have to, obviously, there's a lot of balance in the books on these discounted ones particularly. So we will do what we can. It's usually down to whether people want one particular size of monitor or another. But yeah, we'll definitely investigate that.
That sounds pretty good. Right, we're getting pretty close to the end of the show. Yeah, it's near enough dead on 9 o'clock. So before we finish the show then, Scott, tell everyone why should they come and see Target, and any other bits what you may have missed out and you wanted to mention. So why should we obviously come and see Target at TechMAX?
So anybody that knows Target knows how we feel about our customers. Hopefully I've got that across to everybody tonight as well. It is why we all go to work in the morning at the end of the day, is to make sure our customers are buying from us, and we have to be the best we get them to do that. The same is true for when we do events as well. So we've done the open day in the past. which you guys obviously used to come to every year as well. And we're kind of reciprocating it now with TechMAX that, yeah, these things are really important. They need to be supported. And it's not just about how we represent Target, it's we're representing the channel to everybody to some degree as well. It's, there's an awful lot of knowledge and experience and enthusiasm out there. And it goes beyond sometimes money. It is, people like helping other people. We saw it through COVID. We've seen it through everything recently. It is a chance for you guys that are visiting to come and talk to us, tell us about how we can help you more, ask us if we've got some ideas on how we can help them, and keep the conversation going.
Yeah. And just to mirror that is one of the biggest things at these events, if you've never been to one before, whether it's our event you go to or anyone's event, is actually talking to the other people like yourselves there and the traders and so forth. The stuff you can learn at these events from, it could be anything down to software, business advice, tax advice, anything along that sort of lines, how to deal with customers, and even just general chat and people you get to know more, get a better relationship with, because then if you do have any questions in the future, it's easier to ask these people and get help if you need it. I don't think there's been an event we've ever been to where we've not got something out of it, and it's usually more of a relationship rather than the products themselves a lot of the time.
A lot of times we would come home and I would have written down people's names and email addresses in my notebook to call if we needed to know about this, that, and other, like a software solution. I think that's the way we got introduced to ISL, was somebody was using that. And, it goes on and on and on. You can learn from each other. Somebody was asking, what do you use, to check in your PC? And at the time, I think we were using PC Repair Shopper. Or Repair Shopper.
PC Repair Tracker, was it?
And then, Repair Tracker. Yeah, and we told somebody, and then they kept going and going and going. So it's just little bits of info like that you can share with each other to make your life a little bit more bearable, you might say.
So I should also say as well that, kind of proof of how seriously we take it, and, there's the other distributors and the other vendors out there as well. We wouldn't bring our managing director, our sales manager, our purchasing manager, our marketing manager, several members of the sales team, the builds manager, and various other members of staff if there wasn't a reason for us being there.
Yeah, that says a lot. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many name tags I've done for just Target alone. So we've got Justin in the chat.
He's talking about the football. How many of the vendors will be in an okay
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. If you're gonna go and watch the football, have a cup of coffee before you come to TechMAX.
That's it. Well, depending obviously who's playing on that day. So I think that's still up in the air at the moment. So, right, okay. Is there anything else you would like to add before we call it a night, Scott? We've got no questions. I think we've pretty much covered it all.
Just looking forward to seeing everybody next week. Should be a great day.
I'd like to say thank you to Scott for joining us tonight. You've been really nice to pitch in here and have a speak with us and everything. And we do look forward to seeing you next week.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for having me.
Again, thank you for coming on. I know it's actually you should be having a few days off at home, I think, at the moment, but you've come on the show especially for it. So that's definitely appreciated. Obviously, we will also say thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight as well. And if you are wanting information about Target, there's a QR code on the screen there you can scan. You've also got the website, which is targetcomponents.co.uk. And if you are wanting information about TechMAX, you've also got a ticker on the bottom, which basically tells you what the web address is, which is tftmax.com, or just look for Tech for Techs or TechMAX or something. You'll find us one way or the other. It's we're pretty much out there everywhere. I think that pretty much covers it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. Right. So we'll say thank you very much to everyone for tuning in. And we will be on a show next week. It'll be the final show before TechMAX, so that's the Monday before TechMAX. It's going to be everything you need to know about TechMAX. I think we've probably covered a lot of it tonight anyway, but obviously it's your last chance to ask any questions. You want to know about disabilities, where to park, how much it's going to cost. We'll answer everything for you next week on that one. So, right, so we'll see you all next time, which is going to be Monday at 8 p.m. Thanks again, everybody. See you next
later.
time.